What's up, y'all? Getting a little bit chilly chill out there, so it's what I like to call pie season. But I'm not talking about no sweet pies, I'm talking about meat pies. Or at least savory pies. I've had my eyes on these pies for quite some time now, and I've finally pulled the trigger on them. They came in like under 10 minutes, which is a little bit fishy, but I got 5 pies. And some of them, I've never seen anything like them before. I'll tell you what, right off the bat, I like the boxes that they come in. So let's do a little unboxing here. By the way, I got all 5 of their pies. That's what they had 5 different varieties. They might look the same on the exterior, but I will explain all the differences. Oh, they're piping hot though. This one is what they're calling the boss pie, which is actually a butter chicken, like an Indian style butter chicken curry pie, which is crazy. I've never seen anything like that. This one is a beef pie. Oh, this one's real soft. This one is a mushroom pie. Looking a little bit different, feeling different. This one is a chicken pie. I love me a chicken pot pie. I have never seen one in Korea, I don't think. So if this tastes like a chicken pot pie at all, I'll be very happy about that. These are quite big, and I'll tell you what, they got heft to them. Last but not least, we have, I don't even know what to call this one. Supposedly it has mashed potatoes, cheddar cheese, and bacon. That definitely looks like American cheese, and I don't know, we'll have to just investigate this one, but 5 pies in a line. Not a really good way to get these all in frame here, but I'll tell you what, I'm hot now, damn. Got the hair flip-flopping out the hat, like a maniac. They gave me 4 wooden knives and 4 wooden forks, which I do like that. I'm not gonna use these though, probably. They also gave me 3 ketchups and 3 strawberry jams. This came out to $24.30 altogether. Should be a hearty meal, should be very hearty. Should be good for the heart and the soul. I'm gonna start off with this boss pie, which again is the butter chicken. Indian style curry, I guess. Quick close-up. And a close-up of the sounds. This one's feeling nice and crispy. All right, throw it in. It's hot. Now that I think about it, if these are pre-cooked and they just put them in a hot oven, the inside wouldn't, and they're just sitting out the whole time, the inside wouldn't get hot, but the inside is hot. So they must keep them under a heating lamp, because I think it took 8 or 9 minutes from the time I clicked the order button to the time it arrived at my door. So anyway, I'm gonna need another bite to investigate, but this is I'm liking this so far. Oh. That's piping hot, but I'm gonna give that a mighty fine right off the bat. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a thing in England or in other places, because I'm a relative meat pie noob. I have done a couple videos on them, but it's just not really a big thing in America at all. This appears to have cheese and chicken curry with that flaky, buttery crust. I mean, come on. So hot though. There might be potatoes in this as well, which I wouldn't complain about. This is looking kind of one color profile here, so I'm hoping we get a little bit more color contrast with the rest of these. Oh, an idiot. My mouth is gonna be burnt after this video. It already is. But you know, let's switch. I'm gonna learn my lesson, take an L on this one, my mouth at least, and I'm gonna switch to this one. This one should be a little bit cooler since it appears to be only like a half pie. It's not covered with the top part, so I should have started with this one. I've never seen a savory pie shaped like this before, or that includes these ingredients. Hopefully the mashed potatoes, that's what they're calling them, mashed. I mean, they don't feel mashed. Going in. Y'all, this right here is breakfast in a bite sized handheld form factor. There's an egg in there. I didn't mention that. To be honest with you, I don't think I knew that. But there is an egg. You can see the yolk in there. So egg, cheese, bacon, and mashed potatoes. A little bit of a wild card there with that, but I ain't complaining at all. Y'all, this should be a good candidate to put some ketchup on. Hate the greasy fingers, man. A little bit discombobulated. I didn't expect this to arrive so quickly at my door, so that's crazy. All right. Works well with ketchup. Not 100% necessary for me personally. Even though the bacon isn't crispy and the best bacon I've ever had, it just eats like, it's comforting. It eats really well. With the egg on there, that's a combo. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the mushroom. It looks pretty much the same as the others, but again, I think I mentioned this one it's softer on the bottom. I'm guessing that's because of the creamy mushroom sauce that's inside. It doesn't feel too hot. This one should be safe. Whoa. Yo. First time trying the mushroom pie. I think the only savory pies I've ever had probably are like beef and I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but it's not something that I always go to. It's like a rare treat for me. It's a rarity. If you like mushrooms, this one is filled with mushrooms and mushroom flavor. Probably some kind of cream of mushroom base with large chunks of mushrooms in there. I detect some cheese. Wow. Not gonna lie. I don't usually just spring for straight up mushroom dishes. Like, I love mushrooms as a supplement, as a complement. Pepperoni and mushroom pizza, probably my favorite two-topping pizza combination out there. But I probably wouldn't want just a mushroom pizza. I'd go for a pepperoni pizza though, any day of the week. Mushroom pasta, throw me some chicken up in there. Put mushrooms on a burger. So this is probably the first time I've had a dish where the mushrooms are the star of the show and the main ingredient. And I'll tell you what, it's really pulling through for me. That was absolutely delicious and way better than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. Wow, I would get that again soon. Let me keep going down the line here. This one should be the chicken. Again, looking the same, but a little bit different. This one has something on top. No idea what though. Oh man. So different flavor than a chicken pot pie here. And I guess you're probably not seeing too much with this visual, but I'll tell you what, it just, I don't know, all these foods, it's weird because I didn't eat these growing up, never had one until like a couple years ago, but it's so comforting. This is comfort food. It was hot. Nice pieces of chicken in there, tender. Decent sized chunks. Let me try the ketchup. I think every time I do a meat pie video, I'm like, man, America needs to get on this meat pie thing. And that's what comes to mind again in this video, so gotta say it. Only one con. Making a mess, an absolute mess. It's so flaky, which is part of one of the pros about it, because it's flaky and delicious, but it's also messy. Can't really get around that, I don't think. I would be satisfied if I ate like one or two of these slowly. I would be satisfied. These are hefty. Hefty and hearty, y'all. Working up a sweat. Going with the boss. No, the beef, sorry. I don't know why I keep showing you the exterior of these. They all look pretty similar, but this one is feeling real crispy. And you can detect some cheese. You can detect a little bit of cheese leaking out the side. A lot of cheese. Holy smokes, man. That's, I didn't know exactly what to expect, but there's a lot of cheese up in there, a lot of meats, a lot of sauce, gravy, if you will, leaking out like lava, and that is just, it's just decadent. It's decadent in a savory way. Oh man, and I'll tell you what, you eat these on a cold winter's day, it'll warm up the bones so quick. Got some stew flavors up in there. Some of those real deep and rich flavors that can only develop after stewing something like this for multiple hours. You're getting those flavors out of there. I'm gonna switch to this one though, because I'm hoping this one cooled off. The curry. Wow. A little bit of a kick. A little bit of a kick to it. A little bit of a spice, especially comparing it to the other ones. I'm full. That's crazy, y'all. I'm actually full. So filling. But I'm gonna keep going. My chair is like, maybe I do need a knife and fork, like a new, see what they're working with. I like that. Wooden fork and knife. Is this a strike? Just like eating pizza with a knife and fork. There's the last wing video I did, I was gonna tell a story. It's not really as much of a story, but anyway. The other day I went to a pizza restaurant and I saw this Korean, they were obviously on a blind date for the first time. I mean, you can kind of tell that kind of thing. It's very popular in Korea. Could have been a second date, but they were right next to me. Kind of at an angle so I could just do a quick little eye. You could hear what they're talking about. Speaking formally and just speaking, they're being real awkward with it. And I'm not saying like I'm not awkward, I am. I think sometimes, a lot of times, but it just, since I relate, I was like, damn, dude. They're eating wings with a knife and fork. Both of them. And they're just struggling because you don't eat wings with a knife and fork. How do you get the meat off of it? And they were just struggling so hard to eat these wings. And there's some other things that I probably shouldn't mention. Maybe I will anyway. The guy, it appeared that the girl was like way out of his league. You can never really tell on these blind dates. Like I said, super popular in Korea. There's a term for it, sogeting, and it's like where a friend, you get introduced. It's not kind of like apps. It's not so much of that where you meet on an app. It's more of like introduced through a friend, but I guess you can do it through apps. I don't really know too much about it, but I do know of it. Going off on a mad tangent here, but like, I'll just say it. If you're like eating and you just don't want to get grossed out, you might want to skip ahead a minute. Again, I suffer from the same problem, so I can't hate on this guy. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just like, I just felt it because I related so much. This guy had like a huge, like, you know, acne problem. And in Korea, a lot of times you'll get these little patches, these like tiny round patches that you can like cover them up, on your face. I don't know if there's any like medicinal qualities in that, if it's supposed to, or it's just to cover it up. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty popular thing to do in Korea. Guys and girls, I guess. Usually I see more girls doing it. But this guy had him plastered. And like, he must have been under pressure, eating those wings, sweating like me, like a fool out here. And they were just like, losing the stickiness, I'll tell you. These little patches just losing the stickiness, and I'm just sitting there like falling off. Like I wanted to say something like, dude, like, was that at all entertaining? So yeah, if there's one thing I suck at, it's telling stories. And maybe you can tell that by now. I hate and singing. I can't sing, I can't dance, can't tell stories. Like, I like to think that I'm like decent at a lot of things. Not really good at anything, but just like, I can get by through a lot of things. But now that I think about it, I can't public speak. I can't roller skate. A lot of things I can't do, I guess. Wow. Damn. I can't eat without making a mess. Oh. All right, man. This one got weird, so I apologize for that. But like I said, I was discombobulated from the jump, and it just got worse because I just started sweating and I burned my mouth right off the bat. But it was a delicious meal, don't get me wrong, and I'm full as hell. And I'm warm, and I'm ready to like hibernate. This is a type of meal that just, I don't know, 'tis the season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's about it, though. I'm skating out of here real quick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.